Hey, I'm back. For some reason they cut the video, but I was talking to you, Demetrius, and I was saying for whatever reason you chose not to walk worthy of your calling. You were called, many were called, but I have yet to meet the one who has been chosen, the one who chooses themselves to be my protector. And like I said, I can only my what I felt and what I said was genuine. Everything about the experience was genuine from my behalf, but clearly you was the whole time you was getting close to me to kill me, to stop me, to block me, to put roots on me, to destroy me. Even after witnessing me, being that close to me, seeing my glory and my power, you still chose to do the wrong thing instead of doing the right thing. And all I'm going to say is shame on you. You made that bed. You have to lay in it. You have to deal with it. Stop trying to torture me. Stop trying to stop me. Stop trying to block me. Stop trying to bind yourself to my aura, to my energy, to me. Stop trying to bind me to you. Stop trying to make it out of something that it wasn't. You was never serious. You never took me serious then. So keep that same energy. Now that I've grown up, grew up, and all that, and I'm still on my glow up journey. This is just the beginning, and I'm enjoying it and I'm loving it, and I just want to tell you, you're not invited. Like, it don't matter what you try to do. It don't matter. And like, I don't hate you. Like, I just don't want to do life with you. I don't want to have you near me. You betrayed me, and you don't get to dictate how I respond to what you did to me. You don't get to call those shots. Like, everything that I said to you, I meant it in that moment, and it was the truth. However, you broke that contract when you betrayed me. You broke that contract when you took money to be a hitman towards me, when you were hired to take me out. Everything was null and void then. You did not walk worthy of your calling. Do not try to make me suffer because of that. I don't know you. I don't owe you anything. I gave to you. You gave to me bullshit, lies, but I gave you realness. And if I were you, I would just hold on to that and charge it up to the game. Take it as it is. Enjoy those moments, hold on to them, but quit trying to rekindle them. Quit doing spell work. Quit talking to the moon. Quit doing sun work. Just stop. You were the perfect person to do the job, but you chose not to. Not because you were a good person, but because my good grandmother saw the warrior in you. She saw the bodies and people you don't play. She knew. She knew your past and the things that you did. But she wanted to redeem you because of the great torment and torture that you went through in life, period. How hard life had been to you. She wanted to send you an angel, and you just treated me like everybody else. So you're lost. I wish you well, and I wish that you would never ever do what you did to me to others. I hope that you be delivered and set free. That is my will and that is my desire. Like, I have no ill will towards you. I'm actually grateful that I met you. Just kind of wish that I didn't have to, go through all the pain that I went through. Because honestly, I literally had to crawl my way up out of that hurt. Because nobody could pay me to believe that it was you all alone who was doing the spell work and the binding and the betrayal and the blocks and taking my money and just all of that. It's just so mind blowing because I was not ready to see that. And that's all I have to say to you. You will reap what you sow. You will lay in the bed that you have made. And leave me alone. That's it, that's all. It's so simple. I'm not like I don't hate you. I don't care. Like, ugh, I feel so bad, y'all. I literally keep feeling like I'm gonna throw up, but it's just like I have to get this out tonight because it's just something telling me to just tell my story, speak my truth or whatever tonight. So I'm just getting this out. Who else do I need to address? Tasha, who the fuck are you? Like, why do you keep hiding? And then everything that you do it for money. Money is always the root to everything wicked that you do. You keep getting money or whatever. However, you stay broke. Like, where is this money? Why do you live in the projects if you did all this stuff all these years? Like, you was the one who they planted in my life, my whole life. All you used to say is, girl, you crazy. You sound crazy. You crazy. You crazy. You crazy. It's like you was a broken fucking record. You didn't get paid for that? Why you in the projects? If you hanging with people that got money and resources, how you feel comfortable to working for them and doing all this for them, but you in the projects, they don't live in the projects. Couldn't be too fucking smart, huh? It's no way I be doing all this for all these years and I'm still in the projects, drunk, defeated, busted, disgusted, getting bigger and bigger, drinking my life away, not with no curves in the world other than being destructive to others. You pretended like you wanted to help me whole time. You was trying to trap me. You was trying to make me lose my mind. You waited until I got drunk and tried to turn Kim's sister against me and go and whisper in my ear, yo, Aunt Letha is my cousin. And you been knowing this the whole time, and then you pretended like you didn't know her. When you met her, you introduced yourself like you didn't know her. But now, 20 years later, you want to tell me you knew her this whole time. She your cousin. And then you want to leave it at that. You want to throw rocks and hide your hands. Then you want to keep all of my intellectual property and my stuff, that my mother's rolls and all the stuff that I got from her. You want to keep my stuff instead of giving it back to me. But you know what? Until you do right by me, wrong gonna keep happening to you, and that's just what it is. You gonna continue to reap what you sow. You gonna continue to lay in the bed that you didn't made. Your life already miserable. I don't even have to wish anything on you, cause sometimes people or they people being themselves, waking up every day, not being able to look in the mirror, that's karma enough. You are your own karma. You got to live with you. You got to wake up with you. And you got to lay down with you. And I hate that I have to sit up and take time out of my day and do this because y'all don't want to leave me alone. Just to get some money for what? Your kids ain't paid. They in college on scholarship. They ain't paid. They ain't got cars and houses like these people, these rich white folks that you working for, these slave masters that's using you like a house nigga from back in the day. Using you to hurt your own kind for a bone. Because you ain't got nothing. You in the projects. I ain't even want to live. I could have got an apartment down there ASAP, but I didn't want to live there. That's how not cool the environment is. But that's where you living at though. But the person you working for, they living in a nice home. In a nice part of Fulton. That's what I'm saying. You and Champagne, y'all so funny. Like, what are you doing it for? It ain't helping you get nowhere. And Olivia, it ain't helping y'all get nowhere. Y'all struggling just like everybody else. Make it make sense. It's not worth it in the end. It's all in vain. And I try to search it. Why would she do that? I already know it's all over money. It's money for you. That's all you care about. But tell me who you is. Tell me who sent you. Why you hiding? Why you being a fucking coward? I thought you was so tough. Anyways, Candace, my nigga. Girl, you just shame on you. That's all I can say to you. You thought that Ellis was gonna leave me and marry you. And that's what you did it for. You thought that he was gonna be turned off and leave me. Do you know if I wanted him to this day, I could have him? But I don't want him to this day. Because I left him and I walked away from him. And I don't want nobody that I walked away from. If you push me to the point of walking away, I don't want you back. I don't care who you are. There's no way, no chance. That means you put me in a compromising situation. You put me in a situation where I had to choose me over you. And I would never choose you again. The fuck? Like, never. But anyways, you got mad at me because you never liked me. I never liked you. And it's never been a secret. So, with that being said, move the fuck around. Quit steady sending my kids friend requests. Quit stalking us. Quit looking at us. Leave us alone. Get lost. Scram. I ain't never met nobody. I mean, why? If you don't like somebody, why watch them? It makes no sense, right? Right. And I would address Brianna and Lacey and Janie, all y'all, but I don't really kind of feel like all that. I don't feel good. And I feel like I've been talking for a minute now, but what I would just say to y'all is just love yourself, man. It's not that much self-hate in the world to cause you to not love yourself to the point where you want to be somebody else. Ain't nothing wrong with y'all. I promise you. You might have some trauma, which we all do, but trauma can be worked through. Trauma can be mended. There could never be another you. Just like I'm everything that you not. You everything that I'm not. Just like I'm everything that you want to be. Well, I'm not. You not everything I want to be. But that's, for some reason, y'all programmed that way. Y'all want the swag and y'all want the style and y'all like my say and y'all like the way that I walk and the way that I talk and you like my seduction and you like my just me. You like who I am. And you wish that you could be that. And that's absolutely sick. And that's where you fucking up at, sis. And yeah, I said sis. That's where you fucking up at. Stop trying to be somebody else and be you, because you came here with a purpose. You came here with a destiny. You came here to be you, not to be nobody else. Especially not for no nigga that don't love you, don't even like women. And Brianna, you call me a pig in a blanket. Yet, you try to be me the most. You just smart enough because they fucking stuck on stupid or something. Because they literally copied me word by word, but at least you try to put your own spin on it. But I still know you copying me when the world might not know, but I know. You copy me so much. Like, golly, is you my shadow? That's how hard you mimic me. You will never be me. Ever. And all of the glory that you get off of my energy, that shit dead. That shit falling. All the clout, all of the glory, all of the influence, the affluence, all that you drawing, all them people with you stealing my energy, that shit finna get dry. It's finna dry out. Why? Because you refuse to pay me. Because you refuse to acknowledge me. And I don't need you. I don't need no praise from nobody. I'm not saying it like that. But if you gonna steal or take somebody's stuff, at least if you're gonna copy somebody's stuff, you supposed to get them copyright. You supposed to shout them out. But you feel like, oh, don't nobody know her. And if she do speak out, they ain't gonna believe her. And I'ma just get my beehive, beehive, and they gonna come da 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 da. Girl, no. You're going down, sis. And I truly wish you well. I feel so bad for you. Because now you carrying 2 kids. You don't even got a father for them. And then, what's your name? Lacey. You a whole mama and you, Jamie. Y'all mothers with a man in the house, but y'all still single mothers. Baby, look. Just write the movie, alright? If you want to get rich, tell your truth. I promise you, you will make it. Because your truth is fucking amazing. Nobody would ever, they would, I can only speak this shit. It's up to people to believe. Tell your truth. That's what's going to set you free. That's what's going to get you the money. All the shit that you had to go through. All the humiliation. Having to be another person to get a man's approval. Y'all whole relationship built and founded and established on me. And outside of me, y'all don't have nothing in common. I'm the only common denominator between Kevin, you, Brianna, Lacey, and Jamie, and Robert. And then quiet as kept. Robert, you always wondered why Kevin felt so aggressive and why you always kind of paid attention to, like, why he so aggressive with his hate towards her. Why he's so adamant about going against her. Cause they was fucking. You sitting up there trying to fuck me around and fuck my life up based off of your brother, and whole time he fucking your girl, your wife. Oh, allegedly. Be careful who you linking up with and working for and going hard for. Because you gotta understand, ain't no honor amongst thieves, none. Where you backstabbing a motherfucker, the same person y'all linked up to backstab, that person you linked up with is backstabbing you. Backdooring you. Fucking on your wife. Why you think she won't let Jamie and them come over? It ain't cause of no, she don't want it to rub the what you call it? The polygamy to rub off on you. She know that shit wasn't happening. That's a choice. They made the choice. It's cause she jealous cause she don't want them around because she fucking him too. He wanna be you, always have. But anyways, be careful. Cause you think you snaking somebody, the people you snaking with snaking you. And I don't feel bad about it. Cause it's kind of what you get anyway. Right? What goes around always comes around. But that's neither here nor there. Now, to get to the person that really provoked me to make this video, and I just have to say this, Chris, I love you, and I love you, and I'm honored to be able to speak on your behalf and speak for you. This part is going to be for you, Pastor Brownlee. And before I get started, I'm going to say, Sharonda, if you watching this, please sit down. Harold, if you watching this, please sit down. Trey, if you watching this, please sit down. Peyton, if you watching this, please sit down before I say this. And I'm going to say, please don't let what I say cause you to harm or bring harm to anybody. If anything, just take the right steps to bring justice, because that's all Chris wants is justice. With this being said, Pastor Brownlee killed Chris. I found out Chris got killed, I jokingly was like, Chris, tell me now who did this to you. And he literally showed me. And in a vision, now, when this happened and I heard of the news, I immediately wanted to reach out to Harold and Sharonda to show my support and my love. But for some reason, my spirit just kept telling me, no, don't do that. And I'm like, why? And, I at least wanted to know, like, what happened to him. Because, people I know have been passing away for a while now, and I didn't know anything about it or hear anything about it. Well, to make a long story short, Pastor Brownlee killed Chris. He was, what I saw was he was at a garage. It kind of put you in the mindset of one of those West End clean alleys, or like the South Side, one of them nice parts of the South Side where they got the real nice clean alleys. I saw the alley, and Chris was in there, and Pastor Brownlee walked up to him. It's kind of like he gave him some drugs and it wasn't right. And then Chris wound up seeing that it was him, and he was shocked that it was him. And instead of him steady walking, he walked back and he shot. And all I saw was a shot to the upper part of Chris' regions. I don't know where Chris got shot at or whatever, but from what it looked like he shot him in the head or like the chest. He up in this area. And then he had on all black. It was a black van. And I saw two other people, but one of them kind of put you in a mindset of Ella's daddy, but I don't think the people who was by the van that had on all black, for some reason I was hearing that they weren't there. He was by himself. But it's two people that was involved, and they both was men, but one of them was built and put you in the mindset of Ella's daddy. Not saying that it was Ella's daddy, because I didn't get that from it didn't, like, I would have knew that was Ella's daddy if I seen it. I didn't know him, but he put you in the mindset of that, like the way he build and his height. Then the other one remind you of Uncle Mike. Now, here's where the fuck shit get crazy. He killed Chris for a life insurance policy. They put an insurance policy, Aunt Renee put a life insurance policy on Chris' head. They got life insurance off of him. And they do organ and doning and trafficking too. And they chose him because they was running out of money, and they felt like he would be an easy target and an easy prey, because nobody would believe that it was something like that because of his drug issues. That's where you fucked up, Pastor Brownlee. That's where you fucked up, because you thought that he wasn't loved. You thought that, oh, it's gonna be okay because don't nobody love him. He'll be forgotten about quickly. That's where you fucked up at, because he was loved. And he was loved by me. And if you thought that you was gonna get away with what you did to him, you sadly fucking mistaken. You are being exposed. Pastor Brownlee killed Chris. And not only did Pastor Brownlee kill Chris, and his motive was to collect life insurance, Renee has the life insurance policy and she was in on it. Yes, your Aunt Renee in on it. They have been behind this whole situation. All this craziness going on in my life for years. They are the missing piece of the puzzle. Pastor Brownlee and Renee, they are the missing pieces. They have been human trafficking people who suddenly go missing and killed. Pastor Brownlee killed Annette Brownlee. He used, what's the name of that C word, Vic? Was it chlorophyll? Try to look it up and see, okay? I think it was chlorophyll, but anyways, he used a chemical that you can buy at Walgreens to stop your breathing. And he used that. He was giving her doses of that, and he literally killed her, which it makes sense now why he wouldn't let me see her and wouldn't let me tell her about, because remember when she was passing away, I was in a hospital as well for cancer, and I was making it out, and I was good because I discovered using oh my goodness, herbs to heal. And he wound up, I kept asking Sharonda and everybody to tell her I want to see her. He wound up telling them no, she can't be seen or whatever. And I heard that he got the girl, I forgot her name, the light-skinned girl um who was First Lady's God adopted daughter. She the one got the insurance policy on First Lady when that's how they set it up. And I heard that she got pregnant and had a miscarriage, but I don't know if she had a miscarriage by Pastor, but she got pregnant by Pastor. Either she got a baby and she moved and got married real fast, or she had a baby by Pastor Brownlee and the baby didn't make it, or miscarriage, or abortion. And then Sharonda, Chris said like, huh? Cyanide, that's what you use. He used cyanide to stop her breathing and slow down her breathing to make her lose more and more of her breath as she went. Because if you look at it, Ned Brownlee was a perfectly healthy woman, and cancer just ran through her body like that out of nowhere. Pastor Brownlee killed Annette, and She has not rested yet. She is still over her. She has not crossed over. She did not want to rest until this get out. She want her justice. She want her vengeance. She want everybody to know that he is not who he say he is. She's saying that girl, oh, Angela. She said, Angela, she had something to do with it. She was helping out and assisting him with giving her that medication. Pastor Brownlee killed Annette and he killed Chris. And I know this sound crazy, but I'm telling you, pray. Pray to the God that you pray to. Ask Chris. I'm telling you, he killed him. I'm hearing, look at the videos. It's proof. Look at his eyes. Remember, go back to that moment. Remember how he was reacting is what I'm hearing to tell y'all. Remember his actions, the way he was breathing, the way he was acting. You see it was written all over his face the whole time, but he got away with it. And Sharonda, you need to call the Crime Stoppers and ask for the detective that's over Chris' case and get his name and go file charges against him because he knew about it and he decided to cover it up. And if you don't do nothing now that you know, you will be in danger. So if I was you, I will move as quickly as I can. Do not trust Pastor Brownlee. I know this is a hard pill to swallow, but I'm trying to tell you the truth. Do not trust him. Do not go to him trying to figure out answers alone. Go and call the people on him. Aunt Renee again, she the one got the policy. I did not hear anything about Uncle Mike, but he could have been along with it too. But I'm not gonna lie, I did not hear that he had anything to do with it. I heard Pastor Brownlee and Aunt Renee. They are the orchestrator. She's the orchestrator, and he the one who went and made the moves to make it happen. He took Chris out for insurance money. He is a drug addict and he did not have money and he needed money and he felt like Chris was a good come up. He felt like nobody would make a big fuss. Everybody would believe it because it's believable that because he was on drugs. Well, guess what? You fucked up. You thought he was unloved. You thought he was uncovered. You thought wasn't nobody paying attention to his life and his progress. You thought nobody was praying for him. You thought he'd just die and go away. You thought he was going to be forgotten about easily. And then you want to send the detective over to me, right? And y'all want to find my location and try to get rid of me before I put the truth out there, right? Sharonda, call Crime Stoppers. He has, I think his name starts with an M or a D. It's a foreigner. He a foreigner. His name, he's some type of foreigner. His name is long and it's weird. And all you gotta do is call Crime Stoppers and ask them can you please can you give me the name and the number to the detective that was over the case for Christopher Gray, and they will give you his name. You need to call everybody in your power. You need to complain because you are not safe. And trust me, don't worry, because grandmother would not expose this if you wasn't going to be safe and okay. And I am so sorry for your loss. I am so sorry that you have to go through this, that you have to be under the guidance and influence of somebody so extremely wicked. But I really hope that you don't break and you just don't give up. Whatever you do, you don't give in. And neither you, Harold, don't give up because of the wickedness of other people. Don't give up all hope. You've been new. Deep down inside, Harold, you knew all this stuff was real. You knew that you knew. I know if anybody else knew in that church, you knew that it wasn't true, because unlike all the other people, you actually studied. You went hard with me for a while. You lasted a long time, and I never got to tell you. I'm so proud of you. And I just want to say, you really did hurt me, Harold, when you and Ellis did that. When y'all ran a train on that girl in my house, that really, really did hurt me, but I forgive you and I love you. And pick yourself up, put the alcohol back down, get back on track before this happened to Chris. Get back on that positive kick you was on. It took me down as well. I kind of fell off because I was so depressed. I was so sad. Not and because he was gone, but because of who did it and the information that I received. And like, I just encourage y'all, do not give up. This is not where you quit. This is where you find your second breath, your second wind, and you keep going. Do not stop. Do not give in. One wicked person do not stop the show. Two wicked people do not stop the show. You have a purpose and you have a task to keep going. And Sharonda, if you fell back into drugs and alcohol, baby, put it down. It's not worth it. Love yourself for once, baby. Love yourself. I love you. I love you. I know it might sound crazy, but I'm telling you, you live with me. You know me. You know I wouldn't make nothing like this up. He killed Annette Brownlee and he killed Christopher Gray. And I feel like he killed y'all mama too, but that's a whole nother story. But I really do pray y'all strength, and I wanted to be there for you when this happened, but I couldn't due to Spirit didn't want me to get any information, because for some reason it's like the information that I have is gonna be in alignment with what happened. I wasn't there. I didn't talk to nobody. I wrecked my brain over and over. I was upset because nobody reached out and told me anything, but I think it happened that way for this reason. Please do the right thing by yourself and by Chris. And whether you believe me or not, trust God. Like, pray. I'm talking about the real God. Like, pray. Do not trust this man. Don't trust none of them. Get away. I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later.